All right, ma, I think we can start.
So my understanding is that you all have 1 minute to give a three-slide uh, pitch, right? Or update. And then I give you feedback afterwards, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the focus on the three slides, as I understand it. Sorry, this is my first um, time coming into this other session. So the focus on the three slide is one, your one sentence speech,
Yes,
two,
ma'am.
your growth goal, three, the metrics, right?
Yeah, three is the alternate strategies here.
Ah,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I think it's really good because these are the questions I had around all the presentations. So this gives you an opportunity to um, put some way to weigh in on that. So let's go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. All right. For me, Bartley, do you want to start? So for me, my slides are not ready. I requested for an extension. I had so much work to do, but I can still present without the slides. So my slides are not ready right now. But Bartley's slides are ready.
Okay, so who wants to start? It's okay, we can do without the slides. Who wants to start?
All right. Ladies first.
Ladies first or ladies first after men? Batley, what will it be?
Sorry, ma. Fine. Joel, you have my slide.
Yes, let me help you.
My
Yeah,
network is.
Yeah, okay, so
no problem.
I'm preparing for you.
Yeah, awesome. I don't know if you can see it now.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's far away. Can you do like a normal presentation or
Okay.
sharing like
Yeah, I can't even download it, so I can only view.
document?
Yeah, I
So
can.
apologies, Batley, did you present in this speech today?
I
Okay,
think it will be next week.
because I'm seeing this.
Divide it into
Okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, all right, that works. Sorry, I just wanted to check that I wasn't asleep when you presented. Okay, go ahead.
okay. Good afternoon. My name is Badley, the co-founder of Data Colors. So we are developing a that offer data collection services to businesses in Nigeria by helping them conduct market research. All right, so can you go to the next slide? I have 1 minute, so I'm trying to like maximize. Can you go to the next slide? Oh, I'm sorry. So for our growth up to date, we are incorporated. We have 6 team members and others are like volunteers on the team. We have our advisors set up. Our website is ready and it can be used right now. And our app is currently in the pipeline. All right, so for majorly number one, hire a senior developer. There are also some others to do for our social media generally. So we are looking at growing our numbers as regards that organically and not just buying. Looking at attracting 500 potential customers and converting 10% of them to help them with their market research. So basically, instead of businesses or people having respondents reply to surveys online, we are going to assign enumerators and field data collectors to go to the field and help them converse with people from the grassroots. That way we assure the data that are being collected is of high quality, it is not compromised, and it's yeah, it's of high quality and it follows our standard because we have quality assurance to ensure that all of these are are in line, are intact. Then we are looking at partnerships because aside from let's say efforts from in-house, we see looking at our other competitors like Razi, they leverage heavily on this, and that's why they're able to like work with some of the top guys within the industry. Yeah. Uh, we are looking at growing our enumerator database to have additional 1,000 more. Currently, we have around 300. We're looking at having 1,000 more in Nigeria, basically. Then after 6 months, we can look at, other African country as well. Then increase active monthly revenue on our platform by 30%. So within the next 6 months, we are currently making efforts as regards attracting newly, conversing with them, trying to also convert them into paying clients. Yeah, so that's like these are like our ambitious goals for the next 6 months. So please can you go like to the next slide? Okay. For our tactics, that main customer acquisition channel, we're looking at partnerships, like I mentioned earlier, to leverage on partnership to get gigs, get deals, and social media ads, Google ads, Twitter ads, LinkedIn ads, referrals and word of mouth. People used to say that's like the most organic and it converts people faster. So if you're able to like work for company A or project A and they are satisfied, they can easily, refer us to other people. And we don't even have to like pay to acquire such customers. Then alternative customer acquisition channel, we are going to be leveraging on industry events. For these events, we can organize ourselves or we can go in as speakers or as partners. So when we go there and we speak, they see us as thought leadership, and that way we can directly or indirectly advertise the Itacolo. Referral campaigns is also what we'll be leveraging or looking at. Then we also have blogging and articles. Yeah, so and that will be all. So, was I talking to myself?
No,
We heard you.
no, my just that you took 3 times the time or 4 times the time you were supposed to take.
Oh,
I think it was 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am. But since we are two, I think we have more time.
You gave yourself more liberty. You should have carried me along now. Give me the first slide again.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't mind me badly. I'm just pulling your legs. Please, free on board. Look at, I don't know anything about this. This is my first time in this kind of pitches. I don't even know how it works. So, free on board. We have developed a website to provide data collection services in Nigeria. I like your idea. To be honest with you, what business are you offering?
market research services.
I just want to be sure we're on the same page. Marketing research agency, right? That's what you are, correct?
Yes, please.
You do know how many are in Nigeria today?
Yes, I know we have a lot. We have a lot of competitors, a lot of startups.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, and a lot of established ones too now, right?
Yes. We have Kanta, we have Access Africa, we have Sagesse Research, we have CS Data, Razi. Yeah.
Fantastic. Big, small, I think
Yes.
just have 5 or 6 colleagues who are in marketing research who have agencies that are mid-size, not small size, mid-size. So you're in a very interesting niche here. So second slide, please. But I like the fact that you understand that you're a marketing research agency, so that it's clear and unambiguous. It's true now. You have to understand where you play, because that's very important. You want to hire a developer who also shows attract 500 potential customers and convert 10% of them. sales 6 partnerships, go and remember there was add 100,000 more with active monthly revenue on our platform. Last slide, please. How many customers do you have today?
Yes, please. I'm sure.
How many customers?
Currently, we have 5 paying customers, and we have orders in the pipeline that we are following up on.
Okay. That's a question, please. Am I supposed to give you a feedback on your presentation? Because if it's yes, the presentation was very good. Or should I give you feedback on your idea? What's this session?
Everything. I would appreciate all the kind of feedbacks I can get. Presentation, the idea, the way forward, everything.
Okay, because I'm asking that question because then I have to understand some more items, So what are you different? What's differentiating you from others?
Yeah, so first thing, one of our major competitors right here in Nigeria is Sagacity Research, and at the point I was also a field data collector. I do field market research. And at the time, whenever I worked on like 4 or 6 different projects with them, anytime we need to carry out a particular research, that is when they start looking for enumerators. That is when they start looking for people who go out there to do that. So on our own platform, we already have the enumerators on ground. So it makes the whole research process faster. And of recent, from all the people we've conversed with or they've reached out to us, they want the project done like in the now. They don't have the time to waste or to spend. So we are also I think making it timely and cutting the wait hour to make it done. And we are also making it affordable. You all know that research is very, very expensive, but with data Kulu, it's going to be affordable. And people are very, very particular about data quality. So we are going to be integrating a couple of data assurance processes into our system. For example, like randomly if a particular enumerator collects 1,000 data from the field or converse with 1,000 respondents, people from our end can randomly call about 10% of them and say, okay, Mr. or Mrs. XYZ, did Bartley actually come to your store or to your shop or converse with you about this?
Can I interrupt you, please?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Joe, please help us. We move 2 slides back.
Okay. Network was breaking.
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're developing a website to provide data collection services to businesses in Nigeria by helping them conduct market research. We'll be leveraging our pool of enumerators for data collection and localized language translation to ensure data accuracy. Your elevator pitch has not connected me to what your solution is. Now, because I've been in sales, marketing, and supply chain all my life, I understand the importance of marketing research. I also understand the main challenges of marketing research, and you just hit on 2 of them. You just told me that a lot of times people don't have enumerators on ground. So it is when you have a research, they start looking for who to do it. True. Very true. Second thing you've told me is that accuracy of data, you said that people are so that Barkley went there. You and I understand those things. You and I understand that. A lot of marketing research companies out there, they're not telling us the truth. The work doesn't get done. So that's why when they bring the research, they show the size of the price. When we do the activity, it bombs because the research was not correct. But your elevator pitch doesn't speak to those 2 things. If it does, I missed it. If you think it speaks to those 2 things, I will pitch differently. You understand?
Okay.
I would say something like, our website will solve the problem of accuracy of market research and availability of real-time go-to-market research. Those are 2 different things. You are saying that you want to develop the website and it will have a pool of animators who will capture data and they have localized language. I would rather say My elevator pitch will solve two problems, or three. The fact that there's even a translation tool in it. So you have to put it differently. Because market research is not niche, is everywhere. Everybody's doing market research. Anybody that went to sales or marketing, who leads the business, who is retired, who is sacked, or who is told to go, goes or opens his own agency. If he was in trade marketing or if he was in marketing. So please, we rearrange it. That's one. Okay. Yes. Your pitch must solve a problem, must be catchy, must make one see, that's an interesting, and all of that. Now, I have a question for you. You know why marketing research is expensive? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, why?
Because of the time, and because of depending on the type of market research you want to do. Some it requires longer duration, some it requires you going to some certain locations or some certain interior places. So all of those costs together makes it expensive. And the fact that it's stressful because you have to be on the field and do a lot of conversing and what's the other English now? Yeah, so these are like a couple of elements that make it expensive.
So you're totally correct. Absolutely. Time, accessibility, complexity. I think the other part you didn't miss is the fact that we don't have the AI to get to do the marketing research, to be flying around, the drones to be flying around and talking to people, so that we don't use individuals. We've not, they're not here yet. So you use people, right? You use people. And those are costly because you have to pay them. So how do you want to make it more affordable then? I'm just asking. Because that's one of your, so go back to your second slide. That's one of your growth plans. You want to make it more, is that your growth plan or your alternative plan? Hired senior developers, grow socials by they attract 500% of them. Sales fixed strategy partners, grow and database to add 1,000 more, increase active monthly revenue on our platform by that. Hey, this is the numerator. You're not paying them,
No.
at this stage.
Pay them when.
So how do you want to keep? Yeah, how do you want to keep? What's in it for them to stay on standby?
All right, because for example, now they are not a full-time employee. It's a gig. So it's when gigs comes in that we contact you and you work on the project. Yeah, so they also things they
I agree.
do.
I agree. We're on the same page there. And I think that's a very good idea. The only issue for me though is I'll be on Upwork because I know that Upwork has developed credibility. They built credibility. You understand? So if I'm there, I know that I will get a gig. But I don't know about Data Colo. Have you built the credibility? Because you see, people will not get on your website if they don't see value. I will go to Fiverr today because I know that Fiverr, if I click on it, people who will do the work, they've attracted the right kind of people. So have you attracted, how are you attracting the right kind of people to this, your enumerator base? How are you attracting them? What is the need for them to even be registered and waiting? Have you gone to market? Have you done a lot of advertising?
Okay.
You know
Right
how
now, we are not using any paid means. We are doing it organically. And one of the strategies that post on LinkedIn and people show interest. So everyone on our waitlist right now, they're actually from LinkedIn. And it was being indicated in the post or in the ad that this is a waitlist and we reach out to you when gigs are available or gigs are on ground. But I am very sure that Itakolo will grow to the point where before you even finish a gig or a particular project, another one is waiting for you. So all you need to do is to just, hop on. Yeah, so and word of mouth and referrals because most people, most people that have like a core job, they also still want like a side gigs that brings them money, even if it's just once a month or once in 6 months. That extra fee or extra money to buy data is something. Yeah.
No, no, sorry. Say that part about data. I totally missed it. Sorry.
Okay, so I just said that if like people, even if it's just once a month or once in 3 months, something at all is coming in. If it can sort are open to it, they will do it. Because even before now, I had to like go on different platforms, act as if I'm actually I am actually in need of the gigs just to see, let's say, how their platform operates, and we can learn a thing or two from there. And a platform like Razi, they do same thing as well. Okay, aside from and you jump on it, you get paid, there could also be some sort of other side I don't want to call them mini gigs or side gigs where, for example, if you buy a particular product today, you can take a picture of it and post, and when you do that, you get paid for it. So it's not like you withdraw the money immediately. It could be a point, you get credit. So if your credit grows to like 5,000 credits, you could now withdraw it, maybe to buy airtime or withdraw the cash. That way, we also still keep you on the platform while you wait for the major big gigs, things like that. Yeah.
So, nice one, Batley. I think that it's a good idea what you're doing, right? You're trying to bring differentiation to the marketing research station. I'm going to give you feedback as both a founder, somebody who has developed an app, and I'm still limping, to just giving you real-time feedback on the areas we're struggling with. And so one, you see, the whole idea is not for you to just develop it for developing sake. The whole idea is to ensure that everybody who comes to you gives a certain value over a period of time. They are your customers. So it's called customer lifetime value. So if you and you said something, you said, I believe we are. I believe we are is what every founder has. It's converting the belief into reality. A founder from a success. You understand?
Mhm.
That's the difference. Yeah. So, and how do you convert it? There's certain things. From the beginning, you have to ensure that what you're offering is real, is sustainable. It can get you from here to here, because it's not registering the company and founding it that is the issue. It's actually moving from here to there. That's one. So, and if you ask me today, you're doing marketing research, you have real problems you want to solve, but you really go and ask yourself, it has to be sustainable, right? If I put enumerators on a certain platform to make them continue staying there over time, if they stay 1 month, 2 months, they don't get something substantial or they don't get it and get it again. If I keep them there, they're going to drop off. They're going to not take me seriously. Your platform will be one of those ones that they're like, well, what can I delete it or move away from here without feeling bad about it? So you have to look for activities, whether it's learning engagement, whether it's a capacity building issue, this thing to keep them engaged so that they are getting value even while they are waiting for the gigs. That's one. Two, you need to see what's your, how do you sell to your to people who you want to get on board. You need to sell to them by offering strategic value. Because it's easy to say you're going to go into this place or this place and get customers in. Go to the next slide, please. But what are you offering? Value proposition. Remember, the fact that you've been an enumerator doesn't make you an expert in the field. There are marketing agencies who their CEO, their head of marketing, their head of admin have been core marketing people over the years. So yes, industry events, yes, referral campaigns, blogging and articles, but what is the competitive advantage you're offering? Going to sell. Since you don't have backed up years of experience, you've done X market, you have to do those things tight, real tight. may also be important, which you have a bucket for. You know, so if you look at the big agencies, that you are too big, you can't come to the ground. You don't even know what your agents are doing on the ground. Some of your data, these are the issues. You know, bring out the challenges, and sit there and see we can offer these solutions. If you things like that, I don't know, but you really need to find your niche. If not, it's just be nice to have. So apologies for the tribute, but I want you to
It's fine.
tell you.
I'm actually jotting a whole lot of things down.
Okay. Happy
I'm
to advise,
doing the
anytime you
same
need my.
thing here too.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your 2 cents. The advice money can
Hmm.
buy.
All right, ma, can I go now?
Mhm.
I notice my network is getting worse. Can anyone hear me?
Yes. So yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
So
okay.
Bartley, can you hear me? Stay focused. Keep looking into the problem. It-
Okay, I'm back now. My network threw me off for a second or so. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear. Okay, ma, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So I'll just run through the remaining with time we have left. And I would like to keep it simple. So creative. Creative is a centralized marketplace for equipment transaction for people in the creative industry. So I'm talking about photographers, talking about videographers, I'm talking about digital content creators. And when I mention transactions, I mean buying, selling, rentals, trading or swap, and also repairing or servicing of this equipment. So that is the whole idea behind creative. And our growth to date, right? Creative is incorporated right now, and we've also concluded market research to validate that yes, this is a problem that the creative industry is facing, and it is something that is worth building for. So we've concluded that research, and we've also concluded conversations with two major vendors in Abuja, because I'm starting with Abuja and Lagos, but Abuja specifically. So right now, as we speak, we have two vendors that are ready to onboard on our platform. They are waiting for the product to go live so that they can onboard properly. And also, I have built a landing page to capture leads, like Mr. Franklin mentioned today. So I have a wait list currently on the website. If you visit, you would see that wait list. And I've also started negotiations with a development team to kickstart development for the product. So right now we don't have the product ready, and but we have a wait list on our website to capture leads. So once the product is live, we'll onboard our vendors before we go live, because of course they have to be items for people to transact with on the platform. Please, can anybody still hear me? Like the video is frozen.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
yes, but I can.
You can't hear us,
Yeah, I can hear now. It's breaking. The network has really gotten worse compared to before.
but we can hear you.
Okay, okay, ma. So ambitious 6 months growth goals. So 6 months from now, we are looking at onboarding more vendors, because for an e-commerce platform, if there are no vendors, then there's definitely no transactions on that platform. So we're looking at onboarding more vendors. We're looking at least 15 more vendors in the creative industry. I have a lot of them around Abuja and I have a strategic plan to reach out to them to convince them to come on board our platform. And after we've gotten more vendors, we're also making efforts to reach new creatives. Please confirm if you can still hear me. Okay. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? If you can't, maybe I can just copy my points and send to you if that would help. Okay, we are back now. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Just continue. Don't interrupt again. If we can't hear you, we'll let you know. We'll look for a way to let you know.
All right.
But don't interrupt again.
Okay. Okay. So growth plans. We have plans to ambitious 6 months growth plans from now. We have plans to onboard new creatives or to reach out to new creatives. Since we are bringing in more vendors, definitely there'll be more products on the platform for for the creatives to get access to. So we're looking at getting like minimum of 500 new creatives to use our platform in the next 6 months. And during this period, we're also looking at rolling out new features like rentals and swap. So at the beginning, we are not going to roll out these swap features and rentals. We're going to start with buying and selling first. So as a vendor, you have products, you can onboard all your products on our platform. And also as an individual creative, this happens a lot. You have a camera that you're not using, like a spare camera, even your main camera, but there are days that it's not every day that you have gigs for you to work on. So for days that you don't have any gig, instead of leaving your equipment to gather dust, you can just put it on a platform. So there are availability days. You can say, okay, from Monday to Tuesday, my Canon DX500 is available for rent. So people can rent it out. So, but initially, we're starting just buying and selling. Then in 6 months' time, we are going to bring the rental option and also the swap. For the rental option, yeah, the rental option requires trust, which is a major issue in Nigeria. If I give you my 3 million naira camera, how am I sure that the person that's renting is going to return it? So there's a lot of work going into that. I'm speaking with an insurance company, making sure my KYC and my KYB processes are solid. And I'm also making sure that my legal, it's clear for people to see before you rent an equipment. These are legal implications. Yeah, so if you decide to go on, yes, you know that this is binding on you. And also, KYC will help me when, in a case where a person still decides to default, we have their information and we know how to get to them. So that is one. And the main tactics we've used so far, or that we are using to reach out to our target market, is through digital marketing campaigns. So social media ads, blogs, content that would motivate creatives. There's a creative I spoke with last week. The creative mentioned that Instagram has taken away what creatives usually love. The Instagram no longer has space for pictures. The Instagram
Yeah,
about food,
sure,
yes, and the rest. Can you hear me?
sure.
Yes, ma, I can hear you.
I think it's time to leave the breakout room, unfortunately. So I owe you feedback.
Oh,
But in
thank
the meantime, let me give you very quick feedback. I think I've heard your presentation before. This is not the first time. I think the first meeting I joined, I heard your
Oh,
presentation. Have you
yes,
presented
yes,
before today?
yes, yes, I remember. Yes.
You did a fantastic job with moving from and what I heard worlds apart. Well done.
Thank
Video equipment and photography as a service.